Hello, this is Robert Smith. I'm here in Australia, New South Wales. Actually, I'm right here at the beach. And I thought I'd do a series of videos about what you're doing within yourself to create the problems you said you didn't want. And one of the things I started noticing when I work with people is that they focus on inwardly and to replay movies or tell stories within themselves, and they rehearse it over and over again within themselves, and then wonder why it's still the same or it gets worse. You know, there's a character of a person that I call the storytellers, and basically they had an event that happened, and what they do is they tell the story. And it's almost like a broken record. It's like they keep saying the same thing and rehearse the same thing and keep replaying it over and over again. And the more they do it, the more real and more affirming the story becomes. And so the storytellers, they go inside their mind and they may watch the memory. They will replay the memory over and over again in their head, and just so that they'll know what really happened. Well, the problem about knowing what happened and reaffirming what happened and learning from the experience, the problem is that they rehearse and rehearse, and then they get it again. And then they repeat it again. As a matter of fact, they rehearse the memory over and over again. It is truly an affirmation because they keep affirming it by watching it, playing it over in their mind, and then getting it over and over again. And if it doesn't look or experience the exact same experience in the future, they still think it's the same. They feel and act as if it were the same. It's like they program themselves, learn to have the problem, rehearsing to have the problem. That's why I always said, whatever memory you look at, whatever memory you replay, it's an affirmation. You're affirming it. And the more you affirm it, the bigger it gets. The more you affirm it, the stronger it gets. It's like a fear, you know. Fears, I always say fears are just great affirmations. Fears are great wishes. And the reason is that what they'll do is they'll fear it, and they keep rehearsing it, they keep looking at it, and they keep looking for it, and they find ways in the future where it could happen again. And they say, well, aren't you just being realistic and being careful? I said, well, it's okay to learn from your experiences, but to rehearse, replay, and re-experience the feelings and the emotions of it is not healthy. So I hope that makes sense. So if you're going in your mind and you're recalling and replaying and rehearsing what happens, you're asking for it again. You're looking for it again. You're reaffirming it again. And that's not really the best thing to do for yourself. So what you can do is you have this memory, you notice what happened. I ask myself several things. Which part is mine? Like, what part am I guilty of? Not necessarily guilty, but I played the role of. And what part is their part? Because you have to realize too, others have problems. They have their emotional issues. And so when you let go of what's yours, release and forgive those who did it to you, and transform what you'll do it in the future. That means replay it the way you want it to happen and how you want to respond to them in the future. So I hope that makes sense. How do you stop that? Well, you start playing the memory in your mind, and then you stop. You break the trance, you tap, and then go back to the beginning, keep tapping until you can't find it. And then ask yourself, what can I learn from this, and how can I do it differently? And realizing that others have problems, let it go and don't let it torment you. So anyway, this is Robert Smith. I'm here in Australia on my way to Adelaide. I've got a little camper van and just going along the seaside and taking lots of photos. So we'll talk to you later. Good day, mate.